What is up, everyone? Welcome to Pan Pro Games, and today we're talking about the Legends of Arceus gameplay trailer that was just released at the Pokemon event. And I am beyond excited for this game. I am so excited for 2022. And let's just dive right into some of the details you may have missed. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. So we take place in the Hisui region, which is feudal Japan style, and it's in the Sinnoh. This is the going to be what ends up being the Sinnoh region. As you can see, Mount Coronet is in the middle of the map, and that is very cool. How we get to see how this world transforms into Sinnoh is going to be very interesting. And I feel like we should start small and start at the village. So Jubilee Village is our starting point. This is our main central hub. Very familiar name as we have in Diamond and Pearl. Jubilee City is one of the starting areas. So there is a connection there. And there's a couple things that I've noticed in the village. So there is a haircut place in the background. And this is most likely also where you can change your outfits, as we'll be speaking about outfits later. There is a pre-order bonus for an outfit. So we know that there will be player customization to some sort of degree, which is wonderful. I always love seeing player customization in these types of games to add expression for the player. And from there, we can also see on the main building in the city, which is the Galaxy Expedition Team building, there is a Galarian Wheezing clearly there, has the smokestacks and everything. And honestly, I'm very interested if this Pokemon is in the game. It must be in the game if they're going to have some sort of art of it. So I think that's Coughing confirmed and Galarian Wheezing confirmed. Maybe regular Wheezing too. So that's very interesting. Into the team, there are some members who are very familiar if you're familiar with Diamond Pearl. So Komodo is the commander, and he is the ancestor of Professor Rowan, who's the professor of Gen 4. And then we have Cyrus's ancestor, who's the main villain from Diamond Pearl. A lot of hints, a lot of characters. I'm sure there's going to be other gym leaders we're going to see. So I'm very excited for the cameos. I wonder how similar their personalities are going to be. And we do get introduced to the professor as well and a couple other characters. And they break down the different parts of the Survey Corps and the medical team and all that. So this is really leading us for the expedition, which this whole game is about, is us as the player going out into the Hisui region onto this map, completing missions for our Pokedex and completing our goals. So when looking at this map, you can see a bunch of different areas, and you can see some Pokemon on the map. You can see a Psyduck and like a lagoon, see some open fields, see a Ponyta. You see a couple of Pokemon, which will give you a general idea of the map. But when you go to your mission map, you notice that the map actually is segmented into areas, and you can notice that there is different weather. There's a day-night cycle to it, and this will actually affect the Pokemon spawns as well. So that's really interesting that some Pokemon will only be in the day or night. Some Pokemon will only spawn in certain weather. So you do want to check out these different areas over and over again just to see what you're going to find this time, which is very interesting. The most interesting thing is a lot of people are considering, oh, this looks like Breath of the Wild. And I mean, the big Breath of the Wild comparison is like you're looking at the mountain and it looks like you can go anywhere you want. Well, it doesn't seem like that actually. This seems more like a traditional Monster Hunter game, something maybe like a Monster Hunter World where you go into you're in your mission area and then you get to pick an area to go to. So let's say you're in the Jubilee City, you pick your mission and you go to the fields. And you're in the fields and you're stuck in the fields and you cannot leave the fields because you were locked into the fields area until you complete all your mission goals and get enough dex rating to move on to the next area. The question is, are these two areas connected? And I'm not thinking they are. This isn't a game similar to Breath of the Wild where you can this isn't a game in like Breath of the Wild where you can like climb a mountain and you just get anywhere you want. This is not that area. These are like actual big open areas, but they do have borders. You're not going to be doing crazy mechanical things like you would do in Breath of the Wild. These are like big open areas, but it's not a complete open world. It is divided among these different segments. So that's pretty interesting. That's from the information I got from the web page. So you can see the different research requests and how to progress on these areas, which is pretty cool. and you're gonna have a Dex rating to go with this progress. So the higher the Dex rating, I assume the more areas you can see, but maybe this also affects the different Pokemon you can capture, similar to like gym badges where you can capture Pokemon of this level. So I think there may be some sort of comparison to all of that. And while you're in this region, you can craft Pokeballs. So we saw regular Pokeballs, we saw Great Balls, and then there's also Apricot Balls, which technically the Pokeballs and Great Balls are Apricot Balls. But you can also make heavy balls, and there's a full crafting system. So when you are in the field, there is a crafting area at your base, and your base is where you can heal. But you can also craft items, buy from the merchant, and you can make special Pokeballs. So I assume if we have heavy balls, we're gonna have fast balls, we're gonna have quick balls, we're gonna have net balls, we're gonna have all the different types of balls. And I'm very excited to see how these will interact with the world. And I'm sure this game will have its own unique Pokeballs. There's also smoke bombs in the game, which is pretty interesting that these are used to escape. So I'm pretty excited to see how this actually all works out with the different items. And this was all shown from a level 1 area, the starting area. So I'm sure we're going to get more and more in depth into the actual crafting and what all this actually entails. So speaking of Pokeballs, catching Pokemon. So in this game, it is a full 3D game, and you actually walk around and capture Pokemon, which is really interesting. So you can aim your Pokeballs, you can hide in a bush, you can sneak around, sneak up on the Pokemon and capture them. And sometimes when you try to throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon, instead of being instantly caught, they'll fight you. So this is where a new battle system will actually end up. And to note, these Pokemon that fight you can knock you out. Their attacks can hit you, and you will need to dodge. And if you don't dodge, you can get knocked down and go back to camp. I think a fun idea would be having a Nuzlocke. I'll call it a life lock, where if you get knocked out, that's the end of your run. I wonder how feasible that will be when the game actually launches. So speaking of Pokemon battles, we have a whole new battle system for our new Pokemon game. So instead of our traditional just turn-based system, the speed stat is actually used for your turns. So we have an active battle system now where a faster Pokemon, let's say, will attack twice, and a slower Pokemon will attack once. And you'll see on the right-hand side that there will be like the Pokemon's name there, and then then the other Pokemon will have their name. So not only do you have that battle system, you also have two battle styles, which is strong style and agile style. So strong style gives you more damage and less action speed. So you're going to have less turns. And the agile style is the exact opposite. You'll do less damage and have more action speed. So agile style will be probably really good for using setup moves like a Calm Mind or Swords Dance. And then for strong style, it's like your finisher move, like a close combat. And going back to our Pokedex, the Pokedex, like I said, will give you rank ups for more missions you complete, and you get your mission completeness by capturing Pokemon, doing requests, crafting. So a lot of different interesting things you can do with that. But the Pokedex will also list the Pokemon, their forms, what kind of items they like. So if they like certain berries, you'll find out what berries they like, and also what kind of items they drop. So it seems like you may be farming Pokemon to get certain crafting materials to craft certain Pokeballs or what other items. And now into the best part, the new Pokemon. So we got 4 new Pokemon, and our first one is Whittier, normal psychic, evolves from Sandler. This Pokemon looks awesome. It looks like it's from Princess Mononoke, like the deer from there. I'm definitely think it'll be a cool Pokemon, and you can ride this Pokemon as a mount, and you can see the footage of it going around in the area, just running around, and it looks awesome. I think it's going to be a great way to transverse through the area, especially for a Pokemon game. And then we got Vascular Legion, the evolved form of Basculin. It's a water ghost type. And this Pokemon has like the most metal description ever. It's pretty crazy. Basculin in the Hisui region can evolve into this Pokemon. This evolution occurs when Basculin is possessed by the souls of other Basculin from his school that could not withstand the harsh journey upstream. Vascular Legion fights together with these souls, which attacks opponents as if it of its own will. Pretty crazy. This may potentially be the strongest water type or ghost type for physical attacks ever. This thing can be crazy. It has the ability adaptability. So super hype, and is my personal favorite from this bunch. And once again, you can also ride this in the ocean too. So that's pretty cool. And then we have regional forms. So Hisui Braviary is a flying psychic instead of flying normal, which is a huge upgrade from Braviary. It looks pretty cool. You're going to be using this to actually fly around as well. So we have an air mount, we have a ground mount, and we have a sea mount. And we don't know if the Rufflet will be any different, but this is pretty cool that we got a Psychic Flying type. And then we get the cutest puppy. Hisui Growlithe is a rock fire type, and you can just catch this in the field. It's not a mount, but I have speculation that one is either going to evolve into Fire Steel Arcanine, or it's going to be evolve into its own Pokemon, like a new evolution that's not Arcanine. And these are based off of like the Japanese lion statues that they have outside of temples, and they ward off demons. So I think this would be really cool. I do hope it's like a Fire Steel Arcanine, because that'll be pretty cool. But I'll also take a Fire Rock. As long as it looks awesome, I'll be fine with it. And to note that Pokemon do have modified stats. So that is very interesting how the Pokemon will have modified stats. Like the Rufflet we see here completely has different stats for its level. So what a good Pokemon is, what a bad Pokemon is going to be completely different. So that's going to be very interesting. So in some random things, the game does say on the Pokemon website there is 2-player aspect to this, and I think this is necessarily just for trading and maybe PvP. I don't know if they would do it, because they said this is not the next mainline game. This is Sword and Shield will still have the ranked aspect to it, so, and that'll be their VGC game. So I don't know, but they do mention a trading post online, so we'll see if it's just for trading. And I did mention a pre-order bonus before, so if you do pre-order the game, you do get a Growlithe outfit for either male or female protagonist, which is pretty cool. And Japan has a really cool Arceus Pokemon card that you can pre-order, so that's pretty sweet, honestly. And I'm really just excited for this game. They're just doing a lot of great things for it. Oh, and last but not least, I forgot, the main character is either named Akari or Ray. So that is our male and female protagonist right there. Very Evangelion-like. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing tons of Pokemon Legend of Arceus content here, so you don't want to miss out when I start making all that content and when we get the game release in early 2022 in January. And keep it here for some other Pokemon content and other video game action. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.